So here is something, most cloud courses, they skip this part entirely. So you deploy a virtual machine, you deploy databases, both are in the same virtual network, the same VNet, and they talk to each other. They look great, right? But do you know one thing? How that traffic gets one to the other? So who decides the path? What if there are multiple paths? And what if you want to control which one the traffic should take? If you can't answer those questions, don't worry. Most people cannot, and that's what this series is all about. And we are starting right at the foundation. I'm Vasanth, and I'm from Vasanth Cloud Talk, and this is going to be a 5-part series on UDR, the user defined routes. If you want to truly understand the cloud networking, you need to understand routing, and if you want to understand routing, you need to start here. We are not going to jump straight to the UDR, that's to the user defined route. In this episode, we are going to build the foundation first, because if you don't understand what routing does by default, you won't understand why you would ever need to overwrite it. And this episode is all about what is a route, how does cloud routing work by default, and where does it all fall short. So with no further delay, let's go. And I'm going to start first from what is the route. So think about how GPS works, the global positioning system, the GPS. So you type in a destination, maybe if I type London, the GPS does not point me straight in a line and it says good luck, because it does know what it happens. So it gives me a specific path, take M4 and then take this particular road and merge onto this highway, turn here. It makes all the decision for me constantly about which way my bus or my train or my car should go. Cloud routing works the same exact way. Every time traffic moves from one resource to another, from a web server to a database, from an app to the internet, from one virtual machine to another, the cloud needs to decide the path. And that decision is a route, and a collection of those decisions is what we call as a route table. It might look very simple, right? So what does the cloud do for you? What does the system route works? So now here's the thing. So you don't have to set up routing yourself for the basic stuff. When you create a VNet, whether that's an Azure VNet, an AWS VPC, or a GCP VPC, the cloud automatically creates the system routes. These system routes handle the everyday scenarios automatically. So traffic within the same virtual network, the system route will handle it. Or traffic going out to the internet, the system route will handle it. Traffic between the subnets in the same network, the system routes will handle it. So you don't need to configure anything. You don't even have to think about it. The cloud just figures it all out and it routes the traffic correctly. For a lot of simple setups, a couple of VMs, a web app, a dev environment, that's completely fine, right? The system routes do exactly what you need. But where does the system routes fail? And that's what we are in here to learn about that. So, but here's the problem. System routes are designed for the simplest possible case. So they take the most direct path, and that's not always what we want. Imagine you're building a production environment. You have a security policy, and that says all the internet traffic must go through a firewall before leaving your network. But the system routes don't know about your firewall. They will just send traffic straight to the internet. The firewall is completely bypassed. Or just imagine another scenario. So your compliance policy says the traffic between two subnets must be logged and inspected. So the system routes send traffic directly between the subnets, no inspection, no login. Or imagine you want to completely block the traffic to a certain destination. The system routes don't have a drop this traffic option built in, right? So that's the gap. System routes are automatic and convenient, but they don't give us the control. And in any real production environment, the security matters, the compliance matters, the control matters. And that's the exact problem that the UDR was designed to solve. So we are done with what the routes is and what's the UDR is going to solve for us. So just a quick recap. So here is what I have covered so far today. So a route is a decision about where the traffic goes, and the cloud creates the system routes automatically to handle the basic traffic. The system routes are great for simple setups, but they don't let you control the path, and control is what the production environments need. And in the next episode, we'll go into the UDR, what is it, how it works, and how you use it to take the control back. If this was useful for you, hit subscribe, and there are 4 more episodes in this series and they are all built on each other. So drop a comment. How long have you been working with cloud networking? I would love to know where you're standing from. So see you in episode 2. Until then, it's bye bye from Vasanth and your favorite Vasanth Cloud Talk. Take care and bye bye.